the executive committee member, the board members. First of all, great thanks for allowing us to make the presentation online and giving us an opportunity. So we are from India. I'm Dr. Yathiraj, former Dean of the Veterinary College, Bangalore, and I head the Indian Pediatrician Association, and Dr. Sridhar is the Secretary General of this. And I'll go through these procedures of this. This is where from we come from. This is the city combined with a lot of mixture of art, culture, science, everything. And I'll just make this presentation in the form of introduction, support letter, committee, why India, proposed city, visa connectivity, venue of this, and the pre and post tours of this. And this is where we have the big architectural buildings coming there. Welcome to the land of yoga. This is the place where we talk in terms of the yoga, and there are quite a number of schools in this. The Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism all depend on this. Lot of work being done, and yoga is one of the primary thing in India. And this will make like gurus like Swami Vivekananda, who all started in the early 19th and 20th century. And 1980, yoga became a popular system of physical exercise across the Western world. And typically now we talk of this yoga being practiced everywhere, and this is the Hindu Samkhya philosophy what we talk of. As in December 2016, yoga was listed as the UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage, and everywhere people started practicing yoga. And this is a complementary intervention for heart disease, cancer, asthma, etc., and that. Now, coming to the India's culture, this is a civilized country, began about 4,500 years ago, and we talk in terms of describe it as Sapratama Sankranti Vivaharana, which is considered as probably the oldest in terms of a tradition. And all these are our monumental things which go on. This is a famous country with diversified culture and tradition. We follow many of them. The vital components of the Indian culture are good manners, etiquette, civilized communication, ritual, beliefs, values, etc. Everything depends on that. And primarily, we all live in good harmony, irrespective of the religion that we have. They can have their people have their traditions and values independently and by following their own culture and traditions. They made significant advances in architecture, particularly building structures like the Taj Mahal and the Ayurveda. India is a very diverse country with about 1.2 billion population. Next to China, different regions have their own language, religion, food, and the arts are just some of the various aspects of the Indian culture. Language, India has got 28 states and 7 territories as per all our records. For all practical purposes, Hindi is the official language, but there are 23 official languages to each of these considered. And Sanskrit is another which we call Devanagari is the script of that. And many of our ancient literatures are available in the form of Devanagari Lipi in this. Majority of the people in India speak Hindi. Great majority of them speak the other languages like the Bengali, Telugu, etc. And in many other parts, English is the medium of instruction, and great population speak English. Sanskrit is an ancient Indo-European language, and this has similarities with English, French, Farsi, etc. And we always have our old literatures in Sanskrit. This is descended from Europe, and still there is a relationship which goes on. This is the birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, which is the third and the fourth. 84% of the population are Hindus, but many other religions follow here. And about 13% of the Indians are Muslim population, making it the Islamic nation. Christians and Sikhs make the rest of the percentage. And percentage-wise, when you talk of 80% is the Hindu population, 14.2% is the Muslim population, Christian is about 1.7%, and rest all contribute around 2%. We have diversity in all these, but all live harmoniously, and in a day-to-day way, there is no discrimination whatsoever based goes on between the communities of this. In terms of the food, We have both the traditions of the vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. The Mughals were the ones which they ruled, and during that period they introduced quite an amount of the food habits which are little different from the vegetarian ways of that. The vegetarian food stuffs incorporate many of these ingredients. You can make out starting from all kinds of vegetables, rice, etc. Of these, and all of them, in addition to that, are prepared from the wheat, the rice, and lots of spices get into this, like coriander, cardamom, turmeric, pepper, etc. Lots of chutneys being prepared, and vegetarian food stuffed with all these kind of ingredients that we use in our day-to-day life. Many of the Hindu vegetarian or vegetarians, likely between 20 to 40% of the population is vegetarian, and the rest of them have both vegetarian and non-vegetarian. And non-vegetarian foodstuffs are usually like many of them, which include the chicken, the lamb, mutton, etc. Then comes to the culture of this. This is one of our famous monumentals of that, which is called as the Taj Mahal, and this is all of us know that it is one of the wonders of the world. India is also known for its film industry, and the Bollywood is one which makes quite a lot of these. 1986 was the beginning when the whole of the industry was brought into the way, and today a lot of them watch all the movies of all these heroes and heroines who are all made a name in the whole globe, and they're very popular. And India is known for its scenic culture and that. These are all the kinds of buildings which are combined with the architectural ways of that. Indian dance is another form of thing which goes on. There are major classical dance traditions like Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Manipuri, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, etc., etc. And these are all the different forms of this. This India is a place for all this to be seen, and they're all depicted. And in terms of expression of interest coming to this as to why we want this, this is we thought that we should get this conference to be hosted. We have the great number of veterinarians. We have many associations. All these 28 states have their own state veterinary associations belonging to the large animal practice. These are some of the ways what we have got, like Large Animal Veterinary Association from Tamil Nadu. There are about 3,000 to 5,000 veterinarians practicing, and they support us. The university has given us a consent as a partner with this. The Indian Veterinary Association, which is the national body and the parent body for all the veterinarians practicing in the country, is a body which they headed by the president has said that they are interested and they will be the co-sponsor with us. And apart from these industries, quite a number of the industries, the large animal industry, large animal pharmaceutical industry, food industry, all have shown interest in our activity to be hosted in 2028. The Karnataka Veterinary Association, to its state which I belong, has about 4,500 veterinarians, majority being large animal practitioners, wants to be partnered with us in this meeting, particularly the World Beatric Congress Committee 2028. We made a committee for this, and we wanted the people to be as chief patron, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Karnataka Veterinary Animal and Fishery Sciences University is the chief patron, supported by Dr. Umesh Sharma, President of the Indian Veterinary Association, and we have the university registrar. The people who want to be into this are all like the Karnataka Veterinary Association president, the council president, every one of them. And added to this, the organizing secretary has been by the Indian Veterinary Association has said that I should be the organizing secretary. The joint organizing secretary will be Dr. N B Shridhar, and we have the senior consultant, Dr. Hegde, Dr. Hugar, and the General Secretary of the Indian Veterinary Association to be the committee member. All of them are want to be part of this 2028. Added to this, why India? In India, there are about 81,938 registered veterinary practitioners as per our council, that is the Veterinary Council of India, and these are the figures that I have as in 2023. And majority of them, I would say 80% of these graduates are large animal practitioners. When I say large animal practitioners, they are into cattle, buffalo, sheep, and goat. There are 58 veterinary colleges in the country, and the state to which I belong, we have 6 veterinary colleges. These are the different veterinary colleges. This is the college where we all study. This is the veterinary college, Bangalore, spread over a huge campus of about 350 acres with large animal, sheep unit, goat unit, swine unit, buffalo unit, etc., etc. This is the veterinary college, Shivamogga, where Dr. Shridhar, the secretary of our association, is working. This is the headquartered at Veterinary College, Bidar. We have a college in Hassan, we have a college in Gadag, and there's one more college into that. In terms of the livestock, the significance of the veterinary profession, India's livestock population stands at 535.79 million, and the bovine population is 302.79 million. In terms of the National Commission on Agriculture, it has said that there should be one veterinarian for every 5,000 adult cattle units. And in terms of when we talk in terms of better management practice, sustainable productivity, profits, ensure better health care, we need more veterinarians. And the OIE recommends one veterinarian for 2,500 to 3,000 cattle population. We are working towards that. Now, coming back onto the population, cattle, buffalo, sheep, and goat, both 19 and 28 census, there has been increase in the population in terms of the animal population. The top milk producing country, India, is on the global one position for the past 8 to 10 years. United States in the next position, Pakistan, China, etc. Even in terms of the world's largest meat producing country, we are in the sixth place. And in terms of the export, when we talk of, we have a good share in that. This is the biggest exporter of the beef in the world. Next to Brazil, India is the biggest exporter of beef in the world today. This is in terms of the milk production. We reiterate again and again that India is the number one milk producer in the globe today. This is our monument when we talk. These are the other places what people can visit. We invite you to unravel the enigma called the India and visualize what's happening in India in terms of the agriculture and dairy sectors and the animal husbandry activity that goes on in India. And this is the world's second largest country in terms of the area, a total population of 1.2 billion, and we are the fourth largest economy in power parity in terms of the GDP. I talked about this earlier, like the official language is Hindi, although English is the common language in the business. The country's legal system is based on the British federal system, and we'll say why India. With best of the beaches, forests, deserts, mountain, culture, heritage, architecture, etc., India has all the things. There's a renewed interest around the world in India, and we think bringing the WBC 2028 to India is an appropriate acknowledgement that India, being a world largest cattle population and with high number of veterinarians practicing in large animal medicine, is a great opportunity for us to host this event and bring the veterinarians across the globe to India and to educate and to get into the link with all other parts of the world. Proposed city where we want to hold it is in Bangalore. It's also called as the Silicon City. And apart from the IT industry being there, it also has the huge park, the Vidhana Soda building, which is a monument for many. This is the court building of that. And this is the palace, which used to be the princely state earlier. And geographically, we are in a very nice place and has a temperature all along, except for the months of April and May, which is hotter months of August, in which period we would like to host this event, given an opportunity, is one of the most cooler months, and it can be reached by many way and that. Bangalore is the capital and largest city of the India and Karnataka. This has got around 15 million population, and this is a ethnically diverse country with over 62% of the city's population being other parts of India, and it's a place for everybody to be there. It employs about 35% of the India's IT company whole population, and we are the highest exporters of the IT sector in this. This is a tropical week, coolest months, as I said earlier, has got good medical services, many of them in many areas of that. Coming to the other part of that visa, when we talk of, many of them talk in terms of how easy it is to get a visa. This is most important because many countries today we cannot visit, we have difficulties. But this is one where you can say all foreign nationals intending to participate in a conference, except those of Nepal, Bhutan, and Maldives, are required to obtain an Indian visa. The visa is processed online and processed within 72 hours of application, which is a good sign for many people to participate. This is visa application forms are available in all the embassies, in the capitals of their major cities in their country. All NRIs, PIOs, including children who do not possess the Indian citizenship, need to obtain a visa in a separate visa form. Tourist visa on arrival, it's an incredible country to meet tourists and people can visit India. This is an important thing to be noted is that applicants for tourist visa on arrival of India from the respective countries can easily fill in that. There is a portal, the authorized portal for visa application to India, and this is applicable and they all process them in 5 to 7 days as a one-stop one, and it's much easier to get a visa into the country. There are over 150 countries who may apply for a e-visa, and there are 5 countries under separate list, and all these more information and visa are available on the portal of that. And these are all the countries which can come easily with a visa on that. Connectivity to Bangalore and India, if we talk very specifically, Bangalore, if I say Bangalore international connectivity is very good. It's connected to every place, Asia, Pacific, Europe, North America, South America, everywhere. It's all between 4 to 7 hours journey, except for America, South America, which may take 12 to 18 hours. This is the main international airport, which is in Bangalore, which is about 30 kilometers away from the main city, and a lot of area available. One of the best airports in the country today, and highly connected under that. And this is very well connected to majority of the airlines, Jet Airway, Indigo, etc., etc. In addition, all these majority of them, you can look at the Air Arabia, Air France, Etihad, Gulf, Malaysian Airlines. You can name any, you will have them there, well connected, easier to travel. Road transport, there are quite a number of easy ways of transport available. It can be by road, by bus, it can be by taxi. You have all these things available. And the local transports are all available by Uber. And you also have the local transport by a three-wheeler called tuk-tuk vehicle, which is available. Here also, the whole city is connected by metro. Transport is much easier. Buses operate, weather conditions, I talked about it. And cuisines in Bangalore, this is a place where people talk in terms of you have the life in the morning and life in the night, and Bangalore is a place for that. And you have the famous of the dishes available to everybody to see the taste of South India, and you get preparations like majority of them. These are all very popular dishes on that, and people can have the best of their food available here. Suits to everybody and can enjoy the food throughout the day and night. Experience in Bangalore could be very good. You have all these places. This is the palace which can be visited. You have the other places which are all good. This is the one of the biggest administrative building, which is like a monument worth seeing in Bangalore. And this is one of the famous botanical garden in the heart of the city in Bangalore. This is the Vishweshwaraya Museum, which is a monument again, Ministry of Culture and Museums, which can be seen by visiting this. These are all well connected. The venue, what we are thinking is the University of Agriculture is Bangalore, which has got a huge auditorium, can seat around 1,800 to 2,500 people, and it has got many of them. We have had our activities here, good amount of space, and we celebrated quite a lot of our activity. Very nice building, centrally air conditioned, can have a good activity. This is the map of the campus where people can have an easy access to good a place for the greenery, very well greenery place for everyone to be there. It has got a main auditorium which can host 2,200 people. It can also have the small halls of 72 people and 2 rooms, boardrooms, etc., etc. All these are available in this. too good a place as a greenery. These are glimpses of Karnataka for entry, lots of places for tourism. I'll quickly go through them. Pre and post tours can be plenty. There can be Golden Triangle tour. There are people who organize this. We will talk about this more as we go later. These are all the things available to them. All can be possible. And you have the wildlife parks around. And you can visit many places in Bangalore. It can be other places like Andaman Nicobar. It could also be into other areas like the Port Blair. And all these are 2 day, 3 day trips available. And city with all these can be good enough. Now finally come to the budget part of it. Looking at the conferences of the earlier of the WAB conferences, we are taking the registration at a level of around 2,000 registration at a price of USD $400, and 1,000 registrations, which includes the economic countries like lower economic versus a mid economic, 25 and 50% reduction, and 50% reduction for the students at 1,000 registration. We consider at 200 USD dollars, and total sponsor income could be something around, in terms of the rupees, I converted into 10 crore, that is something around 106 million. The expenditure in terms of this will be like venue cost, the honorarium for the national, international speakers, food and beverage, exhibition, audio visuals, royalty, PCO fees, marketing, miscellaneous, etc. All put together is something around 7 crore 55,000, which is 755 million. So surplus is around uh, 37 3 lakh 75,000 dollars is the surplus that we are going to make it. So we visualize this as a doable thing, and as the whole thing is increasing under that, we are bidding, saying that give us an opportunity that we will host one of the beautiful Pediatric Congress in 2028. Added to this, we also have the famous of these cows, Gir cow, a Sahiwal cow, all are known to people, a Dioni bull. These are all the local ones, concrete cow, and this is the Angur cow. And the Malnad Gidda, very famous. This is the short cow, which is a toy breed, and people love cows as a companion. This is to just highlight, this is our Honorable Prime Minister of the country, Sri Narendra Modi ji, who is with the animals, feeding them, showing passion for this. And we have the great patronage by everyone who is here to help us. We earnestly make a request to you all to consider our bid to host this 2028, and we'll make it as a scientific gala with combined with fun, pleasure, and also a good environment for everybody. These are the Murrah buffalo and the Suti buffalo, which are very popular in India as buffaloes. Thank you very much for giving me time for this. I would request Dr. Sridhar to make a little presentation for about 5 to 8 minutes about the Indian Beauty Association as to what we have been doing all along for the 15 years after our inception. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Let the host may enable the screen sharing, sir.
You
Yeah.
share the screen, to share your screen now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Am I visible?
Yeah, we see
That's
you.
fine. Sir, I will explain about very briefly about our organization, Indian Pediatricians Association. Uh, then, especially the Indian Pediatricians Association is a national level organization, especially located in India, and it is designed to enhance the professional knowledge of its members through relevant continuing education that will improve the well-being of the animals of the country and economic success of their owners, increase awareness and promote leadership for issues too critical to the cattle industry, and also improve opportunities for careers in veterinary field. And we are all enthusiastic to grow considerably and to make a significant impact on the profession and also on the animal husbandry industries. This is the website of our Indian Pediatricians Association, and we launched our association in 2010, and within a very short time, we became the member of World Pediatricians Association. Of course, we have got our website, and many people have visited. More than 1 million, 10 million people have visited as of now, and we are very happy to say that we are the list of among the list of the association. India has is become the full-time member since 2010 itself, because we are one of the oldest members of the country. And as usual, the objectives are to create the spirit of brotherhood among the ruminant or large animal practitioners, especially pediatricians, to provide a forum for discussion of common interest and dissemination of scientific knowledge pertaining to the ruminant or large animal practice, especially through research, and also to promote continuing education and post-graduation education, technical seminars, workshops, etc., to keep up with the latest, especially development in the field of pediatric practice, and also to cooperate and liaison with other professional associations, especially in the country and abroad, for the fulfillment of these objectives, and to continue with the objectives to organize workshops, conferences, conventions, seminars, symposia, and also to perform such functions that shall be conducive to attainment of the objectives of the society, and also to promote animal welfare through the basic tenet of the veterinarians, being the lesson of the pain and suffering of the large and also the small ruminant, and also to hold animal shows, then acquire and impart training to the management of the large animals, and also to promote the research activities in large animals. And apart from this one, we have also got the motto of creating awareness, especially on the public and also on the other people about the zoonotic diseases and their eradication, to check and take necessary steps to stop this sale of the unproductive animals from farming community, and also to facilitate grouping up of gomalas, means the areas where the cattle grow, then also encourage the agencies from government, etc. The IBA, Indian Pediatricians Association, has been launched in 2010, that's of the February. Then, since that day, we are serving to the cattle of the nation tirelessly, and we have got about 450 veterinarians from different parts of the India, and we have got several forums online, maybe offline, etc. And as a glimpse, I will only few show. We organize seminars, workshop, technical discussion, different aspects of the pediatric process very regularly. Then few of the topics what we have covered as of day, the diagnosis and treatment of bovine mastitis and update, especially on the entire day session with entire pediatric practitioners only, with the very skilled veterinary practitioners, and also roaming through rumen, in which we conducted live demonstration of the ruminectomy, and also the current concepts in diagnosis and management of the metabolic disorders, especially on the large ruminants. And very recently, we conducted one international training program, especially at the advances in diagnosis and treatment of ruminant disorders of the bovines, which was conducted from 27th February to 28th February in Veterinary College, Shivamogga, in collaboration with the other organizations, especially the clinical examinations of the bovines, and the international scientists from Australia, Dr. Natasha Lees and other persons, they also came and addressed the veterinarians of our state under the umbrella of Commonwealth Veterinary Association, our president being the permanent member secretary of these associations. Of course, we conducted with the Indian Pediatricians Association, and also the Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university. Everybody is supporting to have the hands-on training, especially to the veterinarians of entire India. And apart from this one, we also organize different type of the hands-on workshops, the surgeries, especially the fractures and bone fractures, management of the especially the disorders, and we distribute the certificate of continuation education separately. And of course, apart from this one, we also conduct the organizations, especially seminars and other things in the other places where the rare populations of the veterinarians is also there. And of course, many of our national and international workshops have been held in the remote part of the India also. So we also conducted the workshop named the roaming through the Rumen in the Dharwad. That's one of the district place where the many organization will not continue do the such type of the live demonstration of some of the things. And apart from this one, we also focus on the nutrition aspect of the biotric practice, especially nutrition is very important. And apart from conducting the workshops, etc., we also participate in the social activities because whenever there is a natural calamities like flood and other things, we participate in such things so that the farmers get benefited from Indian Pediatricians Association, which contribute generously for the farmers in terms of the treatment and in terms of the providing free medications and also in terms of providing them the technical assistance. And apart from this one, we also conduct varieties of the animal health camps. Every month we conduct two or three animal health camp, and by this time we have conducted about 237 animal health camp, especially to check the reproductive disorders in the large animal is concerned with modern technologies like ultrasound and the hormonal therapy and other things. So by this time, we have helped the poor farmer of India to the extent of 10,500 cattle we have treated, and about 80% of these cattle have conceived. That's the our achievement, and our efforts to serve the animals continues forever. And we anticipate that World Association of Pediatrics will be happy to especially assign our topic, especially assigning us the job of conducting World Pediatric Congress in the year 2028. I request all the members of the WAB to assign us the topic so that we can serve in a better to the large animals to in the capacity of the Indian Pediatric Association. Sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks for kind hearing.
Thanks, Dr. Shridhar. Thanks, Dr. Yathiraj. We ran a little out of time, but urgent questions from the board? Right. Just
Yes.
come here. So thank you, Arcangelo Gentile. So we already come. Sorry. So thank you. So
Yes, please.
the presentation. I have just some two questions. That is, the first is how is the distance of the venue of the convention center from hotel area? So practically, how could be the accommodation for the guest, and how could be the guest go from their hotel to the convention center? If there is a public service, if there is, so if it is walking distance, and so on. And the second question is, how do you think you will manage the translation? So the translation is quite a difficult and expensive situation. Therefore, I would like to know what is somehow this your kind of organization. So thank you, Professor Shridhar. And so just I take advantage of again sympathize with you for what happened with your visa. Sorry again. Yeah, please. Thank you, Dr. Sudhindra.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Yathiraj. My phone, rather the PC is my Dr. Sudhindra is my son-in-law in UK. So I'm Dr. Yathiraj. Coming to the point of the venue, we have identified this as a point. We also have one of the collaborators with that, which is the Global Health Academy. They have been helping us in locating the venue of the international venues. One is this GKVK campus, which I've shown. Around that, there are good number of hotels of 3-star and 5-star. Both the hotels are available, which can make accommodation for thousands of people. Not an issue at all. That's one. And in case of an event, we also have thought of the other area where in a single place we can accommodate around 600 people in a single venue for accommodation as well, which is a hotel nearby, which is also in the northern part of Bangalore, nearer to the airport. This is second. And in terms of the transport, the experience that we have earlier is either the organizing secretary for one of the Commonwealth Veterinary Conference where we had about 1,600 delegates. So we had our own transport organized from the venue to the places where they have been housed as well. So that we run our own bus so that people don't waste time or they don't have to wait for the public transport. So we would organize buses of a good quality which can take them from their residential base, that is their accommodation place, to the venue, and the food, all other arrangements of the mornings will be done in the venue. Lunch and dinner will also be done in the venue, and they'll be taken back to their respective accommodative places. This is the way we have thought of, and we have made a source of budget for all this and to that. We also have our partners who have been helping us from the GHA. There's one Madam Anita and Dr. Madam Tina, both are here on that. I think she would answer my little more question on that. Anita ma'am, if you are here, please can you help us in answering this in terms
Yeah.
of transport, please? Yeah.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. In terms of hotels, we have the best of international brands in Bangalore, be it the Sheraton or the Marriott's, and also Indian hotel brands like the Oberoi's and the Taj. From the present venue that we are projecting, which is the University of Agricultural Sciences venue, this is actually en route from the airport to the main city. So we have close to about 1,200 to 1,300 rooms, which are in the vicinity of about 15-minute travel time. And we have another 3,500 5-star, 4-star, 3-star rooms, which are in the vicinity of 30 minutes travel time. So it's well connected from the hotels. As this is in one of the main highways, the venue is situated in the highways, it's well connected by road. And just to let you know that one of the very profitable public transports is in Karnataka, and that is in the city Bangalore. So in terms of coach transfers, we will do it from all the hotels to the venue and back. So we don't pose any problem to host a conference up to 6,000 to 8,000 people in Bangalore.
Thank you. And the translation, there was a question with the translation.
Yes, a translation system is available quite here, and we can make the arrangement pretty easily. That's not an issue. And today, we all know that Bangalore is also known as the innovation hub. There are a lot of technological interventions that are coming for translation, and we will probably be happy to showcase some of these technologies as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for showing up here with your bid by Zoom. We would have loved to have you here, but it's not your fault. We all know.
Very sorry. We really feel sorry that we are not able to be there.
It worked. We had a good presentation and everybody could follow you. So thank you very much, and we will come back to you.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all my supporters and the Indian team for supporting me and helping me in making this presentation. And thank very specifically the World Association of Pediatrics for giving us a great opportunity. I can deem it as a great opportunity because we are bidding for the first time from India. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good time.